we must forge ahead until we reach land. Speaking of land, before I get to those pesky mechanics, you'll need some background information. I felt that the flavor of Ahoy was a bit off, so it's time we rectified that. Today I introduce you with a new storyline that felt a bit more magic to me. It might be a bit much to take it to this point, but the background is constantly developing and constantly changing, as it does with any other Magic set. The background itself is a bit iffy, but so far the people who have heard it, such as Tom, seem to have liked it, so I'm sticking to it for now. If you have a better idea, please post it on the forums or comment on YouTube. I'd love to hear it. Onto those actual mechanics. I know that this is going to be a complicated set and have around 10 mechanics in this set alone, but that's fine. What I do want to see, though, inside this block is some focus on the specific forces. So far, ones in the first set, out of the 4 of this super block will be Imperials, Goblins, Voons, New Ozios. There will be more forces that come out of the woodwork as the set progresses, and it seems like this could actually work. So let's try it. I'm aiming that in this set, each force will have its own mechanic, like they did in Ravnica with the guild, but also do some synergistic non-broken mana abilities, like they did in Lorwyn with the tribes. Here's what I mean. Imperials, red-white, constraint. If you control 3 or more human creatures, this creature has tap. Target creature can't attack or block this turn. Mana ability that will be added to some cards. 2 colorless, red-white. Tap. Target creature can't attack, block, or play activated abilities. Goblins, red and black. Rage. If this creature was dealt damage this turn, it has red. This creature gets +1/+0 and 1 colorless plus black, regenerate card name. Mana ability that will be added to some cards. Red-black. Card name. Deals 1 damage to itself. This could really help with, I was actually going to make this a mechanic by itself called Discipline, where it just deals 1 damage to itself, but I actually felt that it needed to be pushed a little, because the Rage ability is, it can be added on to some cool stuff, and the colors in a black can be really twisted in the later game, I think. This mechanic's probably the most iffy out of any of them, but I'm still working on it. Voons, black and blue. Waxing Tide. If a creature dealt damage by this creature this turn was not put into its owner's graveyard, you may pay 1 colorless blue-black. If you do, destroy that creature. Mana ability that will be added onto some cards. Black, black, blue, blue. This creature can block an additional creature this turn. This is definitely iffy because, well, anything that kills a creature can usually be broken in half, and the add-ons make something a chase rare if you have a bit of mana to speed you along, and yet it seems skill-intensive enough to use. So please tell me about this mechanic in particular. New Azios, blue, Cascade. This creature has flying as long as you control a non-blue creature. Mana ability that will be added onto some cards. Blue, blue. Draw a card. If it's not a non-blue, non-creature card, discard it. Otherwise, put it into your hand. This ability can only be played once per turn. On your turn. This mechanic is great and shows one of the most skill-intensive ideas I've ever heard of or had in general. This mechanic is a shoo-in for sure. It makes you think about how to use your mana every turn, and only being able to use it on your turn makes the card mechanic just totally skill-intensive, and generally skill-based in especially limited formats. Finally, in closing for this month, I'd just like to say thanks for watching, subscribing, and rate. Most importantly, tell me what you think of the finished cards. Oh, and the artwork is greatly appreciated. And finally, here are the top cards for the new mechanics I've been testing.
Kinda slow, the frames they move too fast while the waves are sinking low on this beach has come to pass, and a strange feeling has come over me, induced by alcohol and boats atop the sea. Come on. I'm a pirate, the last real kind, drinking booze all afternoon, stealing kisses in my mind, and sound the cannons, let thunders roar, one last excursion, forevermore, forevermore. Happiness to pirates of the past, and the regal prestige that never could last. Treasures under seas, displaced realities, and all that's left are these contemporary